Hey guys, it's Bree. So I have been saying forever that I was gonna make DIY hand sanitizer because when we first went on self-isolation, it was such a shortage for hand sanitizer and other cleaning products. And so I had some stuff laying around the house to make hand sanitizer. So I was like, why not? It'll be a fun project. So I'm finally getting around to doing it, and I'm going to do it now before my poor little aloe vera leaves die. So to do this project, you need aloe vera leaf, which is about 99 cents to $2 at your local grocery store. And I think when we could pick these up, there were plenty left in stock. So there's no shortage of aloe vera, or you can use already made aloe vera gel, but we're gonna attempt to make our own today. Then I have isopropyl alcohol, which is very hard to find right now. I know there's kind of a shortage. This is 91% isopropyl alcohol, so I think you want to have at least 70% to do this activity. Then it's also nice, I don't think it's a must, but it's a nice to have, is, and I'll try to zoom in so you can see, essential oils. So I picked up 2 from Walgreens. I have the healing blend for immunity and peppermint, so that should be kind of cool. And then, so what we're gonna do is first make the aloe vera gel, and then we're going to mix in the alcohol. From what I've been told, you need like 1/3 part of aloe vera gel and 2/3 parts of the alcohol. So let's get started. First, we're gonna chop up our aloe vera leaf, and I'll just push the stuff out of the way. Hopefully you can see me. All right, I'm gonna take a knife and chop off the top. This knife might be too dull. Okay, chop off the top. Take this little sticker off. And you also want to chop off the bottom piece. And then all the aloe vera gel is right in there. So next I'm gonna just chop it up into sections, like little small sections, so they're easier to work with. Okay. And then you have to peel the skin off of the aloe vera leaf. So I'll cut the sides, and it cuts really easy, but be careful. So just cut the sides off. This would be like a really fun project with the kids while many people have become teachers. Be really fun. So then you can peel the green part off of the actual gel with your fingers, or you can slide the knife right under there and just start it off and then finish peeling with your fingers. I think with the fingers it's much safer because this is pretty slimy, and you don't want the knife to slide in the wrong direction or the wrong way. Okay, so there we have a little bit of gel. And I have 2 leaves, so I don't know what I'll do with the extra, because for 2/3 or 1/3 cup of aloe vera gel, you really don't need 2 leaves. I've also heard like aloe vera gel is good for your hair, so DIY treatments. As well, some people also put it in smoothies, which I have never tried, but I am jumping back on the smoothie kick. I made some celery juice earlier, which was pretty cool. So be very careful. This is pretty slimy. And I think I've let my leaf shrink a little too much, so it's harder to slide the other side off with my finger. But just take your time. Okay. So we got a good chunk of aloe vera. Take this extra little leaf off. This thing is slimy. Okay, so we're going to take our just pure aloe vera. Get off of my finger. Okay, and dump it in the Ninja so that we can blend it up and make it into a gel. Look how slimy that is. Bring it closer. a little more on here. I'm gonna see if I can scrape a little more off, but I think I have plenty, so I'm not gonna risk cutting myself to get any of the extra. Okay, then on to the next little leaf. Let me wash this in between just so it's not as slimy. Or I'll grab a napkin so I can wipe my hands off in between. So it's not as slimy when I start cutting the next piece. All right. So just cut this down the sides like we did before. I wonder if it would be easier to keep the side on while I cut it down. So this time I'm only gonna cut one side down first. And then I'll see if I can just flip it over and cut the rest of it off easier than what we did before. So kind of like that. Cut the extra and dump it in there. And then so this time I'm going to try to peel this off versus like cutting it. Whew. Definitely if you make this with the kids, an adult needs to do this part and be careful. So I'm gonna try to just peel the rest of this piece off. I also heard that if you throw it in the freezer really quick or for about an hour or so, that it's a lot easier to get the aloe vera gel out of the plant. So my leaf has been sitting for a couple days, and it may be why it's a lot harder to get off. But we're gonna get as much as we can. All right, so that was a lot easier. Maybe that's the technique we'll go with. So then I drop it in there. And I'm gonna do one more leaf. Or one more, we got a few more pieces. So I guess I may as well do all the pieces. So go ahead and cut that. So now we got it open. Let's try what we just did. Flip it open and then cut it away from your hand. Try to get the rest of it off. I think that method works a lot easier. That was much easier. And we got most of it off. Cool beans. So now I have the aloe vera gel. I'm going to toss it in the Ninja with 1/3 cup of alcohol. At this point, I'm kind of winging it, not sticking to the full recipe, but we'll see. I will post the details for what you should actually use, but I think this is going to be pretty close. So I got my aloe vera, just one leaf, and then 1/3 alcohol. And I'm going to put it in the Ninja and blend it. While we're blending it, I'm going to cut the rest of this aloe vera off just in case I need to add a little more, and then I'll probably add a little more alcohol as well. So now I'm just gonna start blending. So I think that's done. I'm trying to cut this last little piece of aloe vera just so I don't waste anything. But I want to definitely be careful because it is slimy and hard to cut. And I don't want to cut myself. Okay. Also, with some of the measurements, I did decide to go ahead and just wing it versus what I had saw, because some of them were a little watery and I would prefer this mixture to be a little thicker. So I am gonna probably put in more aloe vera, like I said. One, just to use it all, and then two, to make sure that it's not too runny. So, take it out. Smell it. It smells pretty cool. I'm gonna throw a little more aloe vera in there, and then just a little, probably half of a 1/3 cup in there. And then I'm gonna blend it one more time. All right, that's it. So it is a little foamy right now just because it's just finished mixing, but I do think the bubbles will subside and it will give us a nice little mixture. So I did get this, well, I already had this around the house, so I'm just gonna use this, but this is cool. I'll probably also put it in a spray bottle, but this one I think is cool because you can just kind of tap it and then it'll come out and you can rub your hands with it. So I clean this out, make sure there's no extra water in there, and I'm just gonna take my mixture and pour it right in there. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna leave a little room because we also want to add in the essential oils to it. So that mixture got me a nice amount. Okay, so I bought the Energy, which is peppermint essential oil. I'm gonna open that up, and I'm gonna open both Energy and Immunity. So I feel like everyone wants to boost their immune system right now, and this has like eucalyptus and a lot of other things in it as well. So I think I might go ahead and use the Immunity essential oils. I'll just open that up. It smells amazing, so I'm gonna put a few drops in there. Okay, probably about 8 drops I put in there, and then I'm just going to close it, shake it up, and then now I'm going to test it out. Let's see how this goes. So for this thing, or this container, I can just push it out and I'll get some out. So you guys can see my hand, I got quite a bit, and then I'll just rub my hands. And you got hand sanitizer, and it smells really good. It's not sticky or anything, which I was afraid of with the gel. It dries pretty fast, just like regular aloe vera or regular hand sanitizer. So I think we've made hand sanitizer. How exciting. So now when I go for a run and I have to touch doors, or you know, my keys or anything, I can just come in and take a few pumps of this. But if you can wash your hands, the officials and the health professionals are saying that washing your hands is actually better than hand sanitizer. But if you're on the go and you need to grab something to sanitize with, hand sanitizer is a great option. All right guys, thanks for watching.